match. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's the 47th meeting of the AFC and the NFC as they battle in the 2020 NFL Pro Bowl game. The stage is set for Pro Bowl 2020. The ball is in the air, and off we go from Orlando. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his... Guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were to miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on the play.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Amari Cooper, 44 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So the NFC with our first touchdown of the game. And, of course, we'll probably see some offense in this one. I don't know, though, that we'll see what we saw in 2013 when the NFC posted 62 points.
You talk about pyrotechnics. That was crazy, even for a Pro Bowl. 62 points. I think you wore out your voice in that one, talking about all the touchdowns that were scored.
I would love to see 63 or more, though, I got to tell you. All about offense in this thing.
Pro Bowl, offense. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield is going to find Hill here, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The result, a 1st down, as the quick slant gets him 14. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Saquon Barkley running right, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 36-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And this will be a touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know, we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense.
Check 26, check 26. Boom, boom.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
Third and 15.
No. 258. Check. Oh, yeah. Go back.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The numbers for the NFC on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside and have to take us through the weekend. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going to the air again with Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. It's Hill, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the AFC, 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the AFC has taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Rodgers now at first down. He's got the connection to Cooper. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime of the 2020 Pro Bowl with the AFC on top. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The AFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive,
accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Check.
Throwing is Rodgers. He completes it to Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. 75 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Bell, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch the slip. No. Hey, switch gears.
Again, it's Bell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Mayfield. He's got his tight end fan. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Run. Alert.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Here comes the bull.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Mayfield. This is caught, and he will score. Touchdown, AFC. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the AFC adds on to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, black. Shit me that down.
Again, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. It's the AFC with the football and the lead as we begin quarter number 4. Mayfield now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield down. A screen to Bell. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it back to about the 19. Yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 3rd and long. It's gone. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Just like that. Just like that.
First down, a run with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This is Cohen. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 16, Goff, and he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Von Miller picks up his second sack of the afternoon. From the gun on third down, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the NFC going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's gone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry coat is shield. Stories treacherous. I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way. be coming. Heartbeat of the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man on me, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Don't jump off the line and see the flight of field. Rewrite your history off this line right here. Your best bet be ahead, easy to get rich or dead. Trying, this ain't never new, I just be 10 steps instead. Snooze I won't, I can't lose, ready, rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make it next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff to edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, let's go. Get first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See that pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss is. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
this magic. One up and up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my.